He was a big guy, and and he wasn't afraid to hit anybody. But strangely enough, they busted him out. They took the stuff away from him. He ended up living in the dorms and got hurt his last game of the season. Didn't make it to the combine. Was out. Never played again. I don't know what he's doing now. I know he did finish his college career. He wasn't very academically strong. I'll put it that way, because he went for athletics.
Yeah, Nebraska was a powerhouse back then.
Oh, back then they were.
Was that in the 80s?
90s.
Yeah, they were a powerhouse.
Late 80s. I'm sorry, late 80s.
Late 80s. Yeah, Nebraska was doing their thing.
Yeah, late 80s. And he was just an animal. 87, in fact. It was 87, 88. And he I felt horrible for him, because again, he got what he got was taken from him. And then his career got taken from him. So then, his family that he was worked so hard for to get out of the situation they were in didn't get anywhere.
And that's where I say this: where are the coaches when these players get hurt? They want to say, "Hoorah, hoorah! Come to my university. We're gonna do everything. I'm here to help you. Do this, that, and the third." Next thing you know, they cussing you out. They yelling at you. You get hurt. You get thrown to the side like a piece of garbage because you can't help me win. I mean, I understand it's a business, but it's like you gotta have some humanity with it. You can't get mad when players do certain things. If players are going to take a stance on an issue,
they should.
And they should. You can't, because it's my program. Okay, there's things that you probably think that are true, but a lot of people don't agree with.
Exactly.
So, I mean, yeah, it's your program, but you're not running a military regime. You're not. You're running a college football program, and your job as a host to make these young men's lives better, help them get a degree that's going to help them. Prepare for the future, because we see, man, some people get degrees or they want to go for football, and then it's like, I'm going back to my hometown. I mean, I was here for 4 years and that was it.
Yeah. And part of the problem too is, again, these giant contracts that these college coaches get. They're all about, there are a lot of it's incentive based, and you get these fat giant contracts with incentives on top of that. And if you don't make those incentives, then you lose money, and all they're looking at is what's going into their bank account instead of what's happening with these players and what their future is going to look like. And that's a problem. I mean, everybody sees it. I mean, look at an average NFL coach makes between $4 and $8 million a year.
That number is going to have to go up because college numbers are going up like crazy.
They've always been almost double. So, I mean, now look at it.
It's going to have to go up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but coaches, they're going to be wanting more money, and that's going to make everything. I mean, we're kind of at that point.
Yeah. So, and that whole Gruden thing, it kind of changed the outlook on, I think he was the highest paid ever head coach in the NFL, as far as the contract was concerned. And of course, it didn't work out for him, for obvious reasons, but he was still the highest paid, and he's definitely nowhere near the best NFL head coach, but yet he was the highest paid. And then you got guys like Andy that are making $3 million less a year, $2 or $3 million less a year, and has been to 2-3 Super Bowls, and second winningest coach ever in football. And so it's difficult to see it. So you just don't know what's going to end up happening later on down the line. But
you don't.
We'll see. I mean, that contract he got was insane. I mean, 24/7 use of the private jet. I mean, he got.
College football is a different animal.
Dude, they bought his house for double. One of his bonuses was they bought his house for double the price of the value just for his bonus, sign-on bonus, part of his sign-on bonus. And then they bought him another house. I think it was a $4 million house or something. May have been a little bit more, maybe 4 or 8 million. I can't remember. Up there. So he doesn't have a house payment. He just got handed millions of dollars worth of house. He got $1 million right off the bat from the sale of his house, from them buying it. He's got a use of a private jet. He's got $10 million a year coming. He's got it made. So
he does.
Talking about the way these coaches teach or protect their players. Vanderbilt had a coach at one time that really protected their players. In fact, one of their players, I know his dad, and their mom had died from a brain aneurysm. So during that, during that time period, he was playing. His mom passed away. The coaches and the staff came in and said, "Look, we need to test you." And he said, "For what?" And they said, "Well, we know, this is a rough time for you. We want you to take a little time off." He was NFL bound. He was a good kid, strong, good player, offensive player, and offensive lineman. And he said, "Well, why?" And they said, "Well, we want you to get tested to make sure, because aneurysms are they think they're somewhat hereditary."
Oh, okay. I got you.
So they tested him and they said, "Look, sorry, but if you want to play football, you have to play somewhere else. We don't want to be the cause of you dying." And he ended up getting his degree in engineering, and he never, he didn't play again for them, but he finished his college career there. But he took their advice because, he did have some things that they saw on the imaging that they thought may happen. Yeah. And they didn't want to happen
for their lives.
Yeah.
If they win a championship and he dies 3 years later, they're not really going to, something may do something, but that's the extent of it.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah. So I thought that was a great thing that they did to pull, as hard as it was for him to walk away, his mom passes away from it. And then he's got to be told, "Sorry, you can't play football anymore. We got to test you. If the tests come back, with the inkling of the fact that you may have this same issue, then we're not going to let you play anymore." And they didn't. So he got his degree in engineering, and he's doing well for himself, but
that's good.
He could have been in the NFL. And I think it was great that they took the initiative to protect that kid, and I thought that was a great thing to do. So, but anyway, what's your score prediction?
Oh, excuse me. I'm going to give the Chiefs a 7.5 point spread, probably push it over to 8. So I'm going to say 34-26.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos score a little bit more since it's a rivalry game.
All right. I have a little different take on this game. I got a feeling that our defense has something to prove. I know they're all a little pissed off right now with some stuff that's being said around the league. A lot of analysts, a lot of makeshift fans. And I have a feeling they're going to hold them to, I'm going to say 14 points max.
Yep.
And I'm going to say it's probably going to be somewhere, if Andy's calling the plays, which I'm hoping and praying he is, I'm going to say probably 33-14.
Okay.
So that's just my feeling.
Pretty good score.
You know what? In fact, I'll do this. I'll even give the Broncos, because it is a rivalry, I'll say 33-17.
Okay.
I'll go to there. I just can't see them scoring much on this defense the way they've been playing. Okay. And they're more fired up than they've been in 3 years. So with the emergence of some of the guys that we've got coming on strong.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys again. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram at Chiefs Focus. Follow our website. Subscribe. First 1,000 subscribers get a free logo t-shirt. www.chiefsfocus.com. Follow us on Facebook, Chiefs Focus. And we will talk to you again Sunday night after the game.
Yes, sir. Late night, but hey, our team is playing. So
that's right. That's all that matters. And by the way, we are going to do our giveaway announcement on the show, and we'll put that out on Twitter. So everybody, whoever did it right, will get they get their name thrown in a hat, and hopefully they win. We got Instagram people involved in this as well, by the way. So we got Instagram and Twitter that have gotten involved with the giveaway because they wanted to and they did it the right way. So
yeah.
If you guys want to follow us on Instagram, you guys always have the opportunity to do that, and you're still in. You can still see what we're doing there as well. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you Sunday night.
See you next time, Chiefs Kingdom.
Peace out.